Last year, I reviewed the cult classic Silent Night, Deadly Night. And I also reviewed its sequel as well. So let's talk about what was considered the sixth installment, since I'm skipping the three sequels since I've not seen them. I'm going to talk about Silent Night 2012 right now. Ho 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 ho! This is Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. Ho ho ho! Greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Doyle, better known to y'all as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a review of the 2012 slasher flick Silent Night, released by Anchor Bay Films, directed by Stephen C. Miller, starring Jamie King, along with Malcolm McDowell, Donald Logue, Brendan Fair, and Alan Wong. It's a loose remake of the 1984 flick Silent Night, Deadly Night, and is considered to be the sixth and final overall installment of the franchise. It was given a limited theatrical release in November that year before it got released on DVD and Blu-ray a couple weeks later in early December. Now, the film is actually based on a true story, based on a real event known as the Covina Massacre that happened on Christmas Eve in 2008, when a 45-year-old man named Bruce Jeffrey Pardo killed 9 people by gunshot wounds or in arson fire at a holiday party. So anyway, let's start it out. A mysterious man dresses in a Santa Claus suit, complete with a mask. Once stressed, Santa captures and kills a police officer named Jordan in the small town of Cryer, Wisconsin. Jordan is sleeping with the married Alana Roach and is electrocuted with Christmas lights in his home, which, let me tell you, this film's got some pretty brutal kills. The following day, the sheriff of Cryer, Sheriff Cooper, that's Malcolm McDowell, calls his deputy, Aubrey Branmore, played by Jamie King, in on her day off when Jordan doesn't arrive at work. Well, Aubrey is a new addition to the police force and is still reeling from the unexpected death of her husband, John. She doesn't think she's a good officer, and she's trying to live it up to her father, who is a retired cop. Aubrey was going to spend the holiday with her parents, but instead goes out to check on Jordan, finding his mangled body and Roach torn apart later in the day. Sheriff Cooper decides not to tell Mayor Reavy until the case is solved. Meanwhile, the masked Santa killer goes on a murder spree big time, killing those who have done something he considers naughty. First, his next victim is a bright teenager who he kills with a taser and then, I believe, set with a fireplace poker. Soon and then makes his way to the local motel, murdering 2 of 3 people during a softcore porn shoot. Yeah, well, one woman manages to escape and tries to hide in a Christmas tree farm, but wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. But boy, the kills for that scene were pretty brutal. But anyway, the the chick from who those 2 were filming and what have you. Well, forgive me for bringing this up. Had some really cute frilly panties on. Sorry, I didn't mean to bring that. I couldn't help myself. They were just freaking cute. Alright, enough said. But she's caught in the end by the killer, who chops off one of her legs and throws her feet first into a wood chipper, and that is an ultimate, ooh, that's gotta hurt bit. Yeah. So Sheriff Cooper calls in Deputy Stanley Giles and goes out to find the killer himself, but comes back empty-handed. Aubrey starts to suspect that Santa Jim Epstein, a local drunken Santa portrayer, drug dealer Stein Carson, and the perverted Reverend Medley. Well, Aubrey attempts to interrogate Carson, but he flees, and Aubrey gives chase, but is nearly killed and only saved by Cooper. Then, during the town's annual Christmas parade, Aubrey searches for the killer, but is unable to identify him among the crowd of men dressed in Santa suits. Though she arrests Jim when he flees from her, the killer Santa continues his killing spree. Well, I know he killed the Reverend Medley big time. Well, really brutal. And that is another. Ooh, it's gonna hurt a bit. And then he continues his killing spree, murdering Mira Revy and Tiffany, his porn star daughter, who left a little porn film right before the others were killed, and her boyfriend Dennis. And actually, Tiffany's kill is similar to the same kill we saw um, in the original Silent Night, Deadly Night. Yeah. You know, the antler kill. Anyway, yeah, the killer kills the Reverend for stealing donation money. Anyway, Aubrey goes to Carson's motel room to arrest him and is forced to kill him when he draws a gun. And Aubrey notices a gift box that contains a piece of coal and recalls that both the station and her father had received the same gift. And Aubrey arrives at her parents' home only to find her father dead and mother hiding in the closet. Meanwhile, the killers attacking the station like crazy. Now, for the ending, I'm going to go ahead and go to the ending. So you got 5 seconds to stop this video. Go to the description box below. Fast forward to the time below to avoid any spoilers. If you've seen the movie, continue on after 5 seconds. Here we go. Okay, you've been warned. Anyway, well, Cooper, Giles, and Jim all get killed. Of course, I'd say Sheriff Cooper's the one that gets it with a flamethrower. And man, that was awesome. Well, not awesome, but seeing the killer Santa use a flamethrower, that was brutal. I'll tell you what. In a way. Now, where was I? Oh, yeah. Aubrey, along with the station secretary, Brenda, are cornered by the killer inside the police station, where the killer tries to burn down the place with a homemade flamethrower, which I've already mentioned. Aubrey is able to overpower the killer Santa and sets him on fire, but in the end, he manages to escape. It is later revealed that the killer Santa is Ronald Jones Jr. Sorry, owner of a local chimney cleaning and repair service, and he survived the flamethrower attack. During the hunt for the killer, Aubrey learns from another Santa betrayer that Ronald Sr. had crashed his ex-wife's Christmas party many years ago, burning her alive with a homemade flamethrower. Aubrey's father was the police officer that responded to the situation and gunned him down, only to find out that Ronald Jr. was in his father's truck watching the entire time. The tragedy caused Ronald Jr. to go insane and seek revenge, dressing as Santa so he would not get caught during Cryer's Christmas festivities. End of story. Thank you very much. And now you see why it's based on an actual true story. Big surprise? I bet. So, what did I think of Silent Night 2012? I gotta say, it was awesome. I got to agree. The kills are absolutely awesome. The antler kill was pretty more, more bloodier because this had, well, a lot of kills were bloody and gory and what have you. I think the wood chip kill was probably a gory one. The kill of the Reverend was pretty gory too. But let me tell you, it was just so killer. As much as I liked the original one, of Silent Night, Deadly Night, and of course its sequel, where Garbage Day. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm getting a little carried away here. My bad. I gotta say, this was very good. It got mixed response, and it's gotten a bit of a fresh saying on the tomato meter on Rotten Tomatoes. But only a mere 11 stories and what. Well, mere 11 reviews and what have you. Now, I will tell you that the soundtrack was pretty good. I mean, done by Kevin Reppel, and but I gotta give credit to the song that we actually heard in the ending, as a matter of fact, which was called "Silent Night, Deadly Night," and now forgot who sung it. My apologies. But boy, that was so wow. But anyway, story was pretty good. The kills were good. Blood and gore, yeah, good. I liked the performances from Malcolm McDowell as Sheriff Cooper. Jamie King was good as Deputy Bradmore. The rest of the cast was good. We had Donald Logue as Santa Jim, Ellen Wong as Brenda. Oh wow, the list could go on. So the question is, would I recommend Silent Night 2012? Hell yeah! This is a must watch for horror fanatics. I've seen this twice already on Tubi, and I think it's awesome. This is very good. If you like the original Silent Night, Deadly Night, I think you're gonna like this one just a little more since it's got more blood and gore. Although I kind of would like to see a little more of the blood and gore they kind of execute in the original, but hey, maybe that'll happen one day in the future. I know it's the original's on Blu-ray from Scream Factory, but anyway, enough about that. So, what are your thoughts on Silent Night 2012? Please tell me in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button below, subscribe to my channel as well, and be a part of the Big D Nation. And join me next time. I will bring to you another special review. I won't tell you what it is though. You just gotta stay tuned and find out. Okay? Thanks for watching. And if you like this, check out these other reviews. See my review of Silent Night, Deadly Night in the upper left-hand corner, or Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2 in the upper right-hand corner. Or if you want, catch my previous review of the horror comedy, or in other words, let me rephrase that, comedy horror Santa's Sleigh I did earlier. Well, I put up earlier. Well, I had premiere early. Oh no, I'm sorry, I'm getting carried away. I had premiere earlier today in the bottom left-hand corner. The bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. Excuse me. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.